Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Damien's Curry Counter. Today I'm going to be making a nice, easy, simple starter. Onion bhaji's. Yeah, onion bhaji's. One of the most popular starters what you can get in any restaurant, and so easy to make at home. You can do it in less than 15 minutes if you prepare correctly. So let's have a look at what we're going to be using today. Obviously, onions, 3 of them. Coriander, mild curry powder, garam masala or chickpea flour, ginger and garlic paste, so a little bit of my spice mix, 1 egg, garam masala, some cashew method, salt, and basically that's it. So all these simple ingredients are going to be making a nice easy starter for you to all to eat, which will be onion bhaji's. So let's get cooking, and I'll see you in a bit once I've prepared all the stuff to go into the oil. So obviously, get your onion, cut the ends off, top and tail it, chop it down the middle, peel it all the way back. I'm not trying to show you how to suck eggs, people. You know how to peel an onion, it's that simple, innit? But you want to make sure that when you're peeling your onion, you know, you want to make sure that the onions are nice inside, because sometimes I've got a batch of onions where they've been really nice on the outside and on the inside they've been terrible. So obviously, get it from the side. You want to make your onions nice and thin. Okay, you don't want them big and thick, because if they're thick, then you're not going to be able to fry them the correct way. You know, you want the onions to be nice and cooked in the middle as well. So the thicker they are, the longer it's going to take to obviously to cook them for all the way through. And the worst thing you want is to have onions that are cooked all the way through. So I'm going to crack on with the rest of these onions, and I'll come back when we're putting the ingredients into the bowl to mix them up to see exactly how much we need. Okay? Right people, we're back now. So I've cut up all the onions, I've sliced them up so they look like this. Okay, so all you're going to have to do is just break them up. Okay, break them up once they're in the bowl. But I'll tell you what, I've never realised how emotional you can get just by chopping onions. I'm crying like a baby with fresh onions, honestly. This is only one of the jobs I hate doing. Besides skinning chicken, cutting onions just makes you cry like a little baby, doesn't it? Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the onions away, and we're going to start with our batter mix, alright? So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our chickpea flour, okay? Now, you're going to need 6 to 7 tablespoons of this flour, alright? 2, 6, and I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to put 7 in because I've got quite a lot of onions there. Alright, so I want to make sure that the batter mix is nice and it sticks to the onions. Right, so next in, an egg. Bash that in. And next we're going to be using some ginger and garlic paste. So we're going to use at least 1 tablespoon, but to give it a little bit more extra taste, I'm going to put 1.5 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. Okay, next in, we're going to put in some cashew method. Okay, just just like that. You want it to be at least a bit more, 1.5 teaspoons, but crunch it up, mix it in. Okay. And next one is we're going to be putting in some coriander. Okay, so I'm going to chop this up, and I'm going to bash that in as well. But by the way, while I'm doing this, doing the mix and stuff like that, I've already pre-warmed my oil. Okay, so I'm using an induction hob. So and I've already set that to gas to equivalent of about 170 to 180 degrees centigrade. So I've put that on my induction hob. It's running at number 6. Okay. So in goes the coriander. Next thing we're going to put in now is all our spices. Now, in here, I've got salt, I've got salt, turmeric, garam masala, chili powder, sugar, and some of my spice mix. All the ingredients what I'm going to be putting in, measured out and everything like that, will be at the end of the video, so you can all see exactly what I'm putting in. Okay, so we'll just add that. Now, at this stage, I add a little bit of water, because you want your batter mix now to be ready for your onions. Okay. So give it a right good mix. Remember, with your onions, you want it to stick to the you want your onions to stick to the batter. So if it looks like it's too thick, just keep on adding tiny amounts of water, because you don't want it too runny as well, because if it's too runny, then it's literally going to be no good. Okay. Oh, sorry, I've just realised what I've missed out. What I did miss out. One little bit of, one teaspoon of mint sauce. Just gives it that little bit extra, flavour to the batter. You might not notice it. Some people will notice it, but some people don't. But it's there. Okay. So again, give it a little bit more water, because you're going to want all of the onions to be completely covered with the batter. Okay, well, like I said, I've preheated my oil already. Alright, so give that a right good mix, and that's how your batter should be looking. Okay, just like that, if you can see. Alright, if you feel like you've put in too much water, okay, you can always thicken it back up by adding a teaspoon of the flour again. Okay, but I think that's going to be perfect. If you're unsure, again, just do this. Get a little bit of batter mix, just like that, and just drop a little bit into the pan. If it bubbles up and it comes up perfect, then you know you're onto a winner. Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to get some gloves on. Like I said, I'm going to get some gloves on. I'm going to add all this onions now to the pan, to the mix, and then we'll start cooking from there. Okay. So I'll get another glove, because the last one's just bust on me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the pan across to the to this part, so you can see. So you can see the cooking in process. Okay. So bear with me. Let me just adjust the set. There we go. Right. So, like I said, now putting the onions into the mix. Okay. So, like I said, crunch them up. Get them all in there. Now this is the starter that I like, if I'm honest. I like cook. You know, you've got to cook with onions, but as a starter, I'm not bothered about it. My girlfriend loves it. She absolutely loves onion bhaji's. So does my mother. I make these for my mum. She phones me up. She says, "Damien, can you make me some onion bhaji's next time you come up?" Yeah, not a problem. But I don't like them. I prefer the meat starters myself, if I'm honest. Or potato pakoras. I love potato pakoras. So, like I said, give it a right good mix with the batter. Now, this is going to take. You want, like I said, you want your oil for about 170 to 180 degrees centigrade. Okay, and so it cooks all the way through. You don't want your onions to be over burnt. Alright, so you just want them to be really nice when it goes into the batter. So, I mean into the oil, sorry. So right now, so we've got this oil all cooked up, 180 degrees. I'm just going to turn it down now to 1 by 1 mark. Because again, you don't want it burning on the outside and then not cooked on the inside, okay? So, hopefully, it'll come out exactly how I planned it. Alright, so get a good size handful, crunch it down, and then when it goes into the oil, it's literally just gonna hold all the batter in place, okay? So give it a right good crunch, and then here we go. Just like that. Okay, so when you do your next one, again, nice golf ball size, and then just put it in. Because as soon as the oil gets to the onion bhaji's, it'll grab it and it'll start to keep it all together and it won't fall apart. So like I said, you want to keep a timer on this. You want it to be about 2 minutes per side. And just keep turning. And they're looking alright as they are straight away now then. Okay. So like I said, onion bhaji's very simple to make. Don't take that long to cook either. And yeah, very an easy starter to cook. Not expensive either. 50p I paid for 3 big onions from Asda. So, and I think I've got four onions in here, so this should hopefully do quite a big batch of onion bhaji's. So we'll see about then. So all we've got to do now is just turn it over. Alright, that's alright. So like I said, you want it to be at least 2 minutes cooking. If you feel like you need it a little bit more, then 2.5 minutes, and then you give it a little bit more extra, you know, on the side, on each side. And I don't like eating onion bhajis, I must admit. I do not like my favourite starter. I would prefer to have a meat starter if I'm honest. But when you're cooking these and the smell of these is really, you know, it's really nice. It really is a nice flavour to breathe in when you're cooking. You know, if you're unsure about what I do is about how long you're cooking and for, all I do, give it a timer. All right. Then you know exactly how long you've been cooking them. And also, by the way, these onion bhajis tonight, what I'm making as well, I'm making the mint sauce. For my partner, she wants some with mint sauce, so I'm going to be making that. That again, very simple to make, and it tastes lovely. You know, a bit of yogurt, yellow food colouring, sugar, salt, mint sauce, you name it. You could, and that's it. Mix it all together. Boom, done, and you've got yourself some mint sauce with it. All right. And we'll get this out and we'll see exactly how it looks. And there you go. Alright, one onion bhaji. Okay, some people might think that's a little bit too big, but it doesn't matter. It all goes down the same as every other one. So we'll get this out. And what I'll do is I'll come back to this once I've made all the onion bhajis for you all to see. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Right guys, I'll be back with the last part of the onion bhajis frying. So let's just get these out. Oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So, let's have a look at the final product. There you go. I must have at least 12 onion bhajis there. Okay. Show you what they look like. Again, nice and crispy. Absolutely lovely. And again, like I said, I'm going to be eating these, well, my mother and my partner are going to be eating these with the mint sauce that I'm going to be using. I will probably do a little video on that, a little 5-minute tutorial on how to make the mint sauce. But yeah, there you go, look guys, 20 minutes. 50p worth of onions, 3 big onions. Sorry, I used 4. So what, £1.10 worth of a big meal there. Filling, just starters. You can eat these if you're watching a movie on a night. But yeah, so thank you for watching Damien's Curry Counter. I'll continue to do more episodes as I go along. And yeah, thank you. Leave a comment and appreciate. Please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.